Dead Space 2 came out in 2011 and is one of my favorite games of all time. In this game, there's a difficulty setting that should be called ass-clenching mode because it's basically what you're going to be doing the entire time. Dead Space 2's hardcore difficulty only allows you to save your progress 3 times out of the entire game's 15 chapters. So if I didn't save until chapter 5 and I die to something at chapter 9, I will lose hours of progress and respawn all the way back at chapter 5. And while that's not as bad as complete permadeath, what it does mean is that you have a maximum of 4 sittings to beat the game. If you spent your third last save, there is no getting tired. You just have to keep pushing forward until you die or beat the game. We start off in chapter 1 and it goes completely normal as expected up until the point where I met Edgar's foster.
Patient 4, Dorito.
I did not approve of Mr. Edgar's game-ending nature and ended up literally grabbing his ass. I grabbed his ass. I fucking grabbed him, bro. I have him right now.
Why?
I fucking have this man. Grabbing Edgar's was one of the coolest things that's happened to me, and of course, it was short-lived. Oh no, he's bleeding. I forgot, he slit his throat. He's hitting the gritty for sure, though. Alright. Are you kidding me, man? But I was determined after witnessing what we had already accomplished. I knew that if I was determined, I could get him even further. I end up getting distracted by a corpse and getting spooked by a jump scare that normally never gets me. Dude. Oh my god. I literally knew that existed. Like, I was aware of it and I was like not even worried about it, but I was so fucking hyper fixated on this creature of a fucking thing that just fell over, and it totally, like, my guard was placed there, and now my heart is thumping, and Edgar's foster is pissing me off. As all great things start, they also must come to an end. As I realized this vent means the end of Edgar and I's journey together. I was in denial and went back for him and ended up getting him stuck in a corner, so I decapitated him. We got telekinesis shortly after this, and it's immediately here that I realize I like Dead Space 2's TK way more than the 2023 remaster. It just feels way more responsive and instantaneous. If you've played the other games, you know what I mean. We get our plasma cutter, read a text log about a guy, have like little pictures of shit too, and we meet Strauss. He tries to tell us to follow him, but a security lockdown separates us, and it's here that we get in our first actual fight. What? Did that guy just fly off the fucking map? Saving some ammo using our TK to kill the Necro Johnsons, we get our stasis module directly after. This part is a extreme hard check to make sure the player knows how to use stasis properly, because if you don't stasis this guy, he will one-shot you. We get through the Pukey Boys section and come across our first instance of silliness that I experienced on my journey. What in the fuck is going on over there? Bro, are you good? You see, like I said, Dead Space came out in 2011. It's an old game. You have to download a fix for the mouse sensitivity just to be able to aim properly. And when I got on the game originally, like when I tried to launch it on Steam, the game wouldn't even start. Fucking 10 out of 10, genuinely. I just wish it was a little bit harder. That is my only complaint. It's the only way I think it'll start up. Something's bugging. This is because the game was not designed for modern computers that have hella processing cores. It wouldn't be until I downloaded a thing called Windows Compatibility Manager. It's like a ADK. And I basically, long story short, had to trick Dead Space 2 into thinking it's being started with less cores than my computer actually has. Once I fixed that issue, I had another serious issue that was bothering me, where every time I tried to sprint, it would do this little jitter where it would reset my movement, and it was extremely annoying. I didn't end up realizing how to fix this issue until much later. To fix it, I had to go to my NVIDIA control panel, manage 3D settings tab, and enable VSync for Dead Space 2 within the program settings to match my monitor's refresh rate. This completely fixed my issue. Yada yada yada, bullshit technical jargon. Where are we? Oh, okay, yes. Twinkle twinkle little star elevator, then the balloon room, and it's here in this room that I actually get to experience my first conduit room on PC. So on like the original Xbox and shit, I never even had access to these rooms. These were always like locked. But whenever I got my game fixed and everything, long story short, these rooms were always locked. You never had access to them because they were behind some DLC shit. And on PC, those DLCs just did not exist. So cool to be able to see what's inside of these. Free power nodes mainly is what's cool.
Final report. Partner situation resolved. Target 0 awaits, and I'm on my way. All men be praised.
See, I know that, like, that is also part of like some other Dead Space series that I wasn't too familiar with. I only played the games, but it all holds a significance. As I'm talking here, I know in the back of my head that these airlocks are definitely going to be something I should be concerned about later in the run, because they can instantly kill you if you get sucked out. Rectified. I beat this man to death with a wheelchair and then proceed to make the most pay-to-win controversial choice within this entire run. I end up picking a suit that gives me more stasis duration and an extra 5 inventory slots, and now looking back at it was definitely less space than I would have liked to have. I also grabbed a plasma cutter that subtracts reload speed but has extra damage. Shortly after this, we have our first real boss fight. With simple knowledge of stasis, the boss fight was a breeze and he didn't even land a single hit on me.
Oh, he's weak, he's gotta be. Oh, yeah.
He always does this little... Watch, he always does this little... See, I fucking told you.
Jesus, that thing was angry.
Hang on. 3 years.
Remember anything?
Bro, this game looks so good, actually. Holy 2011? Look at the lens flare and the fucking...
Fix it, right?
Only if you reach me in time.
Oh my god.
Get moving.
The epileptic strobe lights. Bro, for 2011, this game looks fucking beautiful on the baby, dude. I collect as much loot as I can possibly find and then crawl through this vent, which leads me into chapter 2. I immediately go to a bench and start analyzing and planning where I want to put my power nodes throughout the entirety of the run. Space Treadmill part has a power node room in the back that I planned on going into when this happened. Here, I'm pretty sure. Holy shit! Because I wasn't looking at the lady, it skipped the cinematic and he just ran at me. I've never seen that before. Looking back at the footage, definitely an interesting glitch I haven't seen before. That man was moving with some serious speed. That's crazy. What the fuck? That did so much damage, bro. Back into the power node room, we grab all the goodies and I head back to the store to sell what we don't need, allowing us to buy 4 more nodes to invest into our kit, where my monkey brain doesn't know how pathing works. We could have got our special too for the plasma cutter. I think the damage is honestly, that's all the damage. We can get max damage right now. Say less. Wait a minute. Do we want reload or capacity? Because I think capacity... There's only one other reload, so I think, like, honestly speaking, that would be the smarter play. Wait a minute, I'm dumb as fuck. We see 2 more gentlemen on the way back to the elevator, and then start heading down. Oh. Typical. Is that? Oh, no! He took his claw back, bro. Fuck, I really was actually gonna use that. That sucks. We see Strauss again. Try to avoid getting stunned by this. Get hit by this. Well, I I get hit by this.
Yeah, bro.
And then I want you to watch what this necromorph does.
That sprint is crazy. It's, bro, when I'm not looking, it starts crawling at me again. I swear, necromorphs in this game are fucking, like, more spooky than the other games. Not the other games, I shouldn't say that, but, like, the remake, don't get me wrong, the remake looks good, but, like, instances like that, I find that truly terrifying. You know what I mean? In the remake, they give you so many chances to bail yourself out. This motherfucker was sprinting at me, playing dead and crawling at. Look at that, dude.
And on God, the necromorphs in this game just have a sense of urgency and a sense to kill like no other versions of them do. They move way too fast and they are in way too big of groups to deal with sometimes that it is just truly overwhelming. We get to the laundry room, which is the second holdout fight of the game. We break these glass panels here to use as spears, and it didn't go that bad. I did do this on accident, though.
Whoa, that was sick as fuck. That was not what I was trying to do, but that was so cool. Holy shit. Oh my god, bro. This is chaotic as hell. Oh my god.
We get told by Dana that we need to go to the Cassini Towers.
Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Towers premises.
Dana? Damn it.
See a frown,
Oh.
and get spooked again.
Oh, you mother trucker.
This room introduces us to enemies that have game over screens attached to their arms.
Okay, no, this is like where... This is where we get one shot. Bro, it's fucking terrifying.
And it's also here that we get our second conduit room.
I'm excited. Another room I've never been in. Bro, they look so cool. They got like these blue wiring everywhere. They're like pristine. What is... Oh. It's just some gunk. Why is it floating like that? It's so weird. Oh, the hacker suit? Okay.
Report 3. The outbreak is seriously hampering my progress, but I expect to reach target 0 soon. Stand by.
For the spooky train part, I threw all the bodies off the ledge and didn't even need to because I just stasis the infector guy and killed him instantly.
Fuck.
We hacked the train to get it up and running again, and I end up taking damage to this guy who puked on me. We fly across to the other side and get introduced to two new problems: inventory full and gravity.
Random shit.
This part can definitely be spooky if you suck complete ass at aiming, but if you're even kinda accurate, you'll be alright. I did take one hit of damage here.
I wonder if you can actually die right there. I don't think you, like, I've never looked up a cutscene of somebody dying there. I think the train just, like, falls on you.
The train crash brings us immediately into chapter 3, where nothing crazy really happened. Our first encounter with the pack is in this chapter, which are basically just a horde of super weak kids that try to overwhelm you. Having a pulse rifle would have been super nice here because the game likes to save resources by respawning bodies, so I'll lose the loot inside of the bodies if they despawn before I can shoot or stomp them a second time.
That went about as well as I thought it was gonna.
I think you're still alive. We can't talk. I think they're tracking our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. The bad ones. The more I remember, the more my head hurts.
I saw him back at the hospital.
Nolan Strauss. He was
I grab a semiconductor in the next room and hack my way down an elevator into the second airlock room of the run, and I played it extremely safe, only getting hit a single time by a misbehaving child.
I'm gonna have to hit a save point here soon, man. I'm telling you what. Oh, it's the fucking window, bro.
Maybe you can say I got hit twice, but he fell on top of me, alright? I'm not really going to count that. We throw a few more power nodes into our plasma cutter to unlock its special ability to apply burn damage on hits. A few enemies spawn outside of this room, but nothing too crazy. We get into the 0G section where I turn on this thingy and find a power node.
Oh, okay.
Flying up the tunnel, I make my way into this room where some asshole turns the lights off and I find another node room. The chicken nuggets expose themselves, Isaac starts crashing out on the vent pack again, and shortly after we get put in another one of the game's scarier rooms.
This part is the spooky part.
We kill all the posers and start making our way into the Church of Unitology.
Holy shit. There's a falling animation? Like an intentional way that Isaac can fall? I didn't know that.
Chapter 4, I spent most of my time just trying to find any ammo and loot that I possibly could to squeeze out into any extra power nodes that I could. I also make the decision to get the pulse rifle here for whenever the children return so that I can optimally loot them. After reading the bench for a second, I realized the telekinesis actually has a damage system that you can invest your nodes into.
Oh, increase. Okay. I didn't even see that. What the fuck?
I set myself up for the future by investing the 2 nodes I did have into the blank spaces.
We're gonna set ourselves up for the future by doing that.
That's a lot of space to have.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I'm on some crazy shit.
I find another node 2 seconds later, which I do the exact same thing with.
And boom, look, set ourselves up for the stasis too, dude. Just an all-around optimal fucking turn of events.
This room has infectors and a few necromorphs, but nothing that really caused me any serious issue. I come into a room with another airlock window, so you know immediately my ass is clenched. Enemies start rushing me, and one ends up actually getting a good hit on me because I accidentally shot his homie's dead body. After that, we hallucinate again, crawl through a vent, and experience what it's like to smoke K2. I made my way into this room, trying to go through this door, but Realizing sneaky lizards are stalking me, I take a defensive position with my back against the wall and slowly eliminate them one by one. We hack our way out of that terrible room and we gain access to another conduit room and break the fuse on the wall to get back to the store that we were at the beginning of Chapter 4. On the bench, I set myself up even further for the future by upgrading my TK damage by 50%.
The free damage.
I honestly thought I was ready for this room, but I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, I guess. I didn't take too much damage, but I'd still rather be taking none.
I should have used the pulse rifle. Genuinely.
We take the elevator downwards towards the Cairo chambers, which reveals the start of Chapter 5, and I am so tired at this point, so I make my first save. A lot of the stuff coming up can actually potentially one-shot kill you, instantly ending your run, and on top of that, like I said, I was super tired and very stoned, so some much needed rest was due.
And it is where I will be saving.
I started day 2 early in the morning with way more energy than I had previously and decided to use a face cam for the rest of the run. It's also here that I noticed my sprint is doing that weird sprint bug that I mentioned earlier.
I think I got something wrong with my shift key. When I sprint, he just like stops sprinting.
What had happened was my NVIDIA drivers had gotten updated since the last time I played, and VSync for Dead Space 2 was reverted back to being disabled because I had performed a clean installation when I updated my drivers. So if you see my character hitting the stanky leg, that is why.
I'm hitting the fucking moonwalk right now, bro.
As close quarters as this part was, the only real threat to my life was this puker who got a little bit too close for comfort.
I'm trying to be as conservative with my ammo here as I can, because more than just saving ammo, I want to get as much of it as I can and sell it.
I slowly noticed how detrimental the sprint issue I'm having might actually be.
What was that sprint right there? Are you seeing this, bro? This is fucked up, bro. I can't even move right.
It took me a second to figure out how to do this part, but I figured it out pretty quickly.
I honestly forgot how you do this part. Oh yeah, you gotta grab the things from above. Hell yeah.
Gravity in the shot is now offline.
Oh my god, I forgot I can die to all of this shit.
We turn off the gravity, and our objective is directly above us, having to go through 2 things that could instantly kill us if we aren't careful.
This is fucking terrifying. I think we got it.
We have a brief chat with Dana again and visit the store to buy another power node. Having this many power nodes to use this early in the game was honestly game-changing and was worth sacrificing some ammo for. I spend a node on stasis energy and use another node to unlock the other 50% damage bonus to my telekinesis.
I think that's a pretty good place to be.
We go through a suspiciously long vent that inevitably breaks, and I complain about my sprint issue again.
This is dreadful. Like, I'm trying to sprint right now, and this is...
Lurkers get introduced here, and I made very short work of them. I rip the Benjamin for a fat 30 seconds as I know what's coming up here next.
What the fuck is Isaac doing? You see him? He had a little idle animation.
I thought I died right there. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. My bullets were going fucking in Narnia. I don't know. After my stormtrooper aim somehow gets a pass, we get pulled up on a second time by a squadron of children. These fuckers, dude, I hate these guys. They're worse than the babies. Having the pulse rifle this time, though, for the fight was an absolute game changer, and I was able to cut through them like butter and get all of their loot. I got absolutely sniped behind a wall by a puker and completely disagree with the amount of time that the slowness lasts. Bro, that shit lasts a long fucking time, bro. Holy crap. Gotta chill, bro. They're crazy with these spawns. Like, that guy's just at the... We finish up making sure nothing is breathing but us and make our way further towards Dana, where Nicole has some more words for us to tolerate. This elevator almost put me in cardiac arrest the first time I played the game, and ever since then it has been engraved within my brain to fuck this dude up. I already know that this Johnson is...
Dana, you still with me? I've reached the top of the church.
You're almost here. I'll be waiting by the shuttle.
Come on, do it. I like how the music cue came in before he actually did. We grabbed some loot in a power node before coming face to face with the girl we've been playing phone tag with.
Dana! Why did I trust you?
Well, you didn't have a choice, Isaac. I told you there was a cure and you came running.
Government officials never have and never will vibe with the gang as they shoot on sight, somehow killing everyone but Isaac, painting a picture around his entire body. So, is this EarthGov gunship, like this Tideman guys or whatever the fuck, why are they trying to kill me? Because I thought they were all about that marker shit. I don't know if anything I just said was heard. With our plasma cutter upgraded, we were able to one-shot each QuickTime event and make our great escape. Put me down. It's instant. This is where we're fucked. Oh my god, I can sprint. I can sprint, we're fine. I genuinely always thought Isaac looked so fucking badass in this cinematic. So fucking badass. Don't know how that doesn't kill me. Starting chapter 6, we get a call from Strauss telling us there's actually a chance we could destroy the marker.
Isaac! Isaac, are you there? Can you hear me?
What do you want, Strauss? Look, it's over. All my plans just blew out the window.
No, it's not over, at least not yet. Isaac, we built it. We can tear it down.
What, you mean the marker? Do you know where the marker is, Strauss?
It's in the government sector. But we have to move now. Now. Because time is running out for me and for us.
Strauss! Strauss, where you going?
Shortly after, I get hit with the most petty jump scare in the entire game. Dead or infected. That's the worst one, I think, out of this whole game so far. That fuck...
moving on.
Strauss calls us back and shows us that his mental state is slowly but surely taking a turn for the worst.
I remember. They took us to the machine for our sessions, for the steps.
All the
I don't
machine.
remember any sessions.
You're lucky you don't remember. When you do, he starts coming back.
Who? Who comes back? Who?
Who?
Director Typhon. All surviving squads are ordered to fall back. Repeat.
No.
Here's another one of those rooms in hardcore that makes a lot of people nervous.
Okay, this part is spooky. What the hell is over here? Another?
Left with only 17 bullets after that fight, I go to the store and buy ammunition for the first time in the entire run. These are probably my least favorite enemies in the game. They're basically proximity mines that can one-shot you if you aren't prepared and don't see it coming.
If I sat here long enough, that could probably set off all of those. Like, if I just went to go take a shower, like a really long shower, I bet this thing could solo this room for me.
We open up another power node room, and this one is packed to the brim with loot.
Node room. There's always holy loot, bro.
We go to the bench where I make a decision to invest more nodes into my HP, stasis duration, and air. In the zero gravity section, I notice more silliness caused by VSync being disabled.
I'm gonna be here all day playing this game because of this shit. Fucking Jimmy Johnson over here hitting the absolute gritty. Look at that shit.
We turn off the oxygen and almost get caught lacking by two lurkers waiting by the exit.
Oh shit. Alright, I don't know if I am right or wrong, but pretty sure there's a guy in this door when I open it.
I was right. Strauss blings our hotline again and I find a flashlight.
I remember this shit. It just deleted the flashlight out of my hand, bro.
In the sneaky lizard room, I easily lost 20 minutes of my life just staring at this guy.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
I kill the lizards and end up getting the pleasure of meeting Spinny Guy's friend.
Let them know, boys. Let them know.
I anxiously hack this console, totally expected to get flanked, but it never happened. Strauss calls us again right before we meet the most stubborn woman you'll ever meet in an apocalyptic scenario.
Oh, hey, hey!
You stay back.
Don't say I'm gonna help.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, you got that right. You try it, and you're dead.
We try to riz up Ellie, but immediately our partnership gets rejected as she deems me a liability and says I'm on my own and she doesn't want to be followed.
Hey, I can help you. Besides, we got a better chance if we stick together. Don't you agree?
It's not a chance, Isaac. Other people are just a liability. Please, don't follow me.
We take the elevator right behind her and... yeah, I think this was a glitch. I don't think elevators are supposed to work that fast. I carefully made my way towards the door at the end of the hall, killing anything that moved when I almost got a nasty surprise.
Why weren't you making this? The preschool section of the game was definitely interesting for me, to say the least. Hey, kids, bro. Oh fuck, 15 minutes, bro? Fucking strong ass baby, bro, just breaking through the vent. How do you even get up there? Time out. Max and his balloon. The fuck was that? Was that an infector? I swear that wasn't a glitching out body, that was like an actual living creature. We run into our first enhanced enemy of the game, which even with a max damage plasma cutter takes considerably more shots to take down. Another terminal hack holdout section against exploder babies and a swarm of kids. I did pretty decent with ammo conservation during that fight, so I know that I'm in a pretty good position for whatever comes up next. Nicole starts talking seriously crazy again, so we let her know how we feel. Ellie ends up finding Strauss, and I try to tell her how I really feel. Bring some stuff with me. Cap his ass. Fuck him up, bro.
He says he knows you. I said
He does not
stand
know
still.
shit.
Take it easy.
Don't
His
take
name
it
is
easy.
Strauss.
His name is not
I know
Strauss.
him.
Walking past another spinning corpse, I find a hole big enough for a hippo to sleep inside of it. I ended up in a big-ass room with Ellie and Strauss where we try to evaluate a plan, and I get roasted by someone that I just met 20 minutes ago.
Engineer.
Nerd. Figures.
Tideman calls, letting us know that he is still an op, and throws us into our first fight with a brute. Isaac spills the tea to Ellie about the marker and why Strauss is even slightly significant so she doesn't kill him.
Tideman made one using codes, patterns stored in our heads, mine and Strauss. Everything that's happening on this station is happening because of that marker. I have to get to it and destroy it, and I need Strauss to tell me how.
You're a strange man, Isaac.
I run into my first Guardian of the run, which are basically stationary enemies that shoot babies at you, and will insta-kill you if you get too close to the Guardian, that is, not the babies. So if you just keep your distance, it'll be enough to kill them. Finally start chapter 7, where I'm immediately pressed by a fast boy and his buddy. I went to the bench and bought all of the air nodes that remained, as well as the final energy bar for my stasis module. We have the max amount of air. We're out here breathing and shit. Let's see what can instantly kill me here. After this 0G section, there's an elevator ride where you are constantly and randomly attacked by tripods. I would say that this elevator is the first actual part of the run where you can't afford to miss too many things. Getting overwhelmed and stun-locked in this elevator has been the death of many others before me, and that's all I had in the back of my head. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous for this part, like actually, but We have health, we have ammo, and we have the max air that we could literally possibly have. I don't know why we would need that much fucking air, but we do have it if we need it. That looks so badass. I like when it yeah, the space part. This game's really beautiful. 2011, man. Alright, it's about to get fucking real really fucking fast. Finally, at the top of the elevator, it spat me out into a room that has more of those explodey pod things, so I made sure to take my time clearing it out. Coming face to face with this hologram, I head to the store and start thinking about the scary thing that I know is coming up. This is the scariest part, I think, for me. This window coming up, bro. Yeah, this window I'm talking about had killed almost every person I've ever seen attempt to do this challenge. The AI tries its best to keep us out, but we persist.
Auto defenses activated. Station watchman powered.
Finally, I make my way into the room I'd been dreading for the entire run, where I make an amazing discovery. I think we just do it like this. If you're far enough away, it just doesn't even suck you. Yep. Turns out all I was worried about was nothing. I was worried for no reason at all. A lot of my anxiety is gone. And you can't break those ones. We set off some traps that actually get used to our advantage. We hack this terminal.
Attention, watchman Howard Phillips.
Dude,
Unauthorized engagement of access
Howard Phillips
detected.
is not around, and I'm fucking his shit up, and there's nothing you can do about it. Who opposes me? You? Where'd your arm go? I wanted to throw it at you. Throw his tail at you. Fuck you. Give me your arm. Boom. And fight a guy that has the best pants I've ever seen. That guy's got armor. He's got armor. Bro, his legs were bullet resistant. Where's he coming from? Is there a vent? Yep, right there. He's coming up here. I use this bench to upgrade my HP and fill 2 blank spaces towards my next HP upgrade. I find a power node in a locker, go back to that same bench, and put the node into my plasma cutter's shot speed.
The AI takes life support away as well as our vision of color, making this hacking section a lot more anxiety-inducing than it should be.
Dude, people who are colorblind in here, holy shit. Talk about anxiety.
Tideman tries to put the nail in the coffin by disabling the solar array's functions, locking down the entirety of the system.
Mainframe. Initiating system lockdown.
This part's basically just a simple puzzle where you have to match up some symbols and move them into the correct spots. More important though, there's also a secret here where if you match up a secondary set of blue symbols on this wall, it allows you to turn the vent towards a third hidden room, which houses the ping collectible, as well as 2 whole power nodes. Ping itself is worth 10,000 credits, so it's basically 3 power nodes, but it's definitely something you don't want to miss.
Oh yeah. And a power node, 2 power nodes. That's crazy. And a large med pack, bro. What a room. It's the best room in fucking Dead Space history.
We crawl back into the main area and use the limbs of fallen enemies that we've killed to destroy the computer.
Are extremely fragile. Please step away. Damaging the mainframe circuits will cause lapses in programming. For your safety, step away from the circuits.
Ellie, I'm on my way to the mirrors now. I have to realign them manually. How's Strauss?
See for yourself.
No, I'm not ready for the needle again.
With the lockdown finally lifted, I progress further into this room, which has a few enemies I quickly took care of, and a power node room in the back.
Jesus fucking Christ.
My inventory was seriously starting to get full, so I started dropping my small med kits for the medium ones as I found them.
I don't care about a freaking Johnson. I want to.
We find Nicole sitting on the gamer chair and start ascending the solar array's elevator to the outer workings of the station. And, well, I'm just gonna let this clip play.
Ellie, it looks like 2 of the mirrors are out of alignment. How's he doing?
He's stopped hyperventilating, but I don't know how much longer he's gonna last. I knew he would just slow me down.
If Strauss dies, so do my chances of destroying the marker. Keep him alive and get to that panel.
I feel like I should be in line with it by now, you know?
It's here that I seriously start panicking. I literally cannot exit this menu until this solar panel gets aligned properly.
I can't get out of this either. This is actually making me nervous.
I think I'm gonna die. Holy fucking shit, bro.
Alright, Ellie.
Yeah, thank God I upgraded my air fully because I'm pretty sure I would have died had I not upgraded it at all. As I go to line the last solar array up, I get ambushed by my second most hated enemy in the game.
Shit. What
the fuck?
Eventually taking him down, we get the last array lined up, and I get an update call from Ellie and Strauss.
Cool.
Isaac!
Ellie! You alright?
We just made it to the crossover tube when the beam hit. Isaac, those things are still heading towards the transport hub. They're wrecking everything in their path.
Holy shit, they'll cut us off. Get to the hub! I'll meet you as soon as I can!
These are the scariest parts of the game, hands down, as touching literally anything out here will instantly kill you. We make the most badass entrance of all time and immediately go to the store to sell my semiconductors and start saving money for the vintage suit that I know is coming up. We end up back in this room again for the second time, but this time is way more sketchy and is literally filled to the brim with infinitely spawning necromorphs. I know that as long as I hung out by the door that I had to go to when it was ready to open, that I would have the best chance of surviving.
I'm authorized for this. Open up, you bastard! There, it's open. Isaac, go!
Holy shit, I got hit so many times and used all of my plasma cutter's ammo.
Is there... Did you make it?
Shit, Isaac. Just... shit.
5 fucking bullets, bro. I get tricked into thinking I have mouse drift, but it was just this weird specific elevator.
Do I have mouse drift?
I had to cut the arms and
Or is this
legs
just
off my
because of the
friends just to
elevator?
escape.
Okay, it's just because of the elevator.
Walking into chapter 8, I immediately punch a piece of ammo off the map, but end up getting it back. Oh. Isaac's dementia gets more severe, and I go to the store to buy a decent bit of plasma cutter ammo.
I think that should help out a little bit.
I see something out of the corner of my eye, but missed what it was exactly.
Did somebody just fall from there?
When I open this room, I immediately see infectors going crazy on the other side, so I retreat into this power node room. I find the vintage suit, and like opening a pack of gum in school, everybody all at once came for a piece.
Going back and getting that vintage suit, not gonna lie.
After I killed those guys, I backtracked 2 rooms to the previous store and bought the vintage suit.
And it's also gonna make everything else that we get from the shop cheaper.
The vintage suit is unique in that it gives you a 10% discount at the store from all other purchases.
So you got like a Speedo on underneath that? Some like spandex, airtight fucking... Such a sick mess.
With our new suit equipped, I continued on and got surprise attacked by a pregnant man and his friend.
Extra as hell is what that was.
Nicole continues to remind us she's a bitch, and we end up 1 room away from Ellie and Strauss.
The door is jammed. This must have been the last stand for what was left down here.
The steps. He wants me to follow the steps.
Hold it together, Strauss. I'll be there soon.
I have a small fight in a room where I get thrown up on for the 7th time this run and watch Pistons gatekeep me from my loot.
I just want your loot, bro.
This zero gravity section, in my opinion, was the worst for me specifically. I don't know why, but just the way the field of view looked, it seemed like I was literally touching the machinery when I wasn't. Bro. I don't like this at all. Where am I supposed to go exactly? Apparently you can stasis these things, and I never even thought to do that. Holy shit, bro. This also almost ends my run. Ellie calls us in the middle of my mental breakdown to let us know that she is also having issues.
No. Help me with the door. I need you to see him. I need you to follow the steps.
What? No, just shut up and help me. God damn it!
I take out some lurkers and blow the door open to the next part of this hellish section of the game. I genuinely don't know how the death mechanics for this fire part worked, but I was not trying to fuck around and find out. I hyper-focused on the dude in the back and slowly made my way forward, making sure my timing was correct. Finally ending that nightmare, we enter the place where we had just seen Ellie and Strauss moments ago. Shortly after, we all meet up as a gang, and Isaac makes it clear that the longer we take, the more of a liability Strauss becomes.
Jesus, Strauss, he's not gonna make it. We gotta keep moving.
I realized this is the beginning of Chapter 9, and I was satisfied for this being my day 2 with still 0 deaths, so I saved up and got some rest. This is where I save. Alright. Yes, I know, I have 2 saves. I start day 3 with my sprinting issue finally resolved, and knowing that I have a properly working game now, I'm much more confident in my movement than I was yesterday. At the top of the elevator, I get vent bombed by this guy. Oh, and get access to yet another conduit room. Here's a conduit room I've never been in. Here's another audio log.
Activation acknowledged. I'm en route to target 0. Stand by for further reports.
A plethora of babies show up, and then this happens. Are we good? No, we're not. I heard a baby. What the fuck was that? Yeah, that's the lowest my health has ever been up until this point. Okay. One baby just did that to me. Okay. If I hadn't upgraded the HP on my rig and I wasn't at full health, I'm pretty sure that would have killed me. You're all posers. That baby has done more damage to me than literally any necromorph in this entire outbreak. I go back to the store, buy 3 power nodes, and some plasma cutter ammo. I don't think we're gonna be getting another suit. Oh no, we get the advanced suit. I totally forgot. Literally the next room after the baby, this happened. Oh my god. Kind of fucking straight line to me. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no motherfucking way, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yellow HP from this thing. That. It's the small things, bro. What is happening? All of the confidence that I had 10 minutes ago is now completely gone.
Fuck, bro. This is stressful.
I go back to the store again and spend 10,000 credits on plasma cutter ammo.
I say we just get a fuck ton of plasma cutter ammo.
A big reason why a lot of people save at chapter 9 is because of this specific room right here.
Suck me past that? I don't even want to find out.
I kill another guardian and take an elevator that doesn't work properly. Before I fix the thingy, I go to the bench. I max out my rig, stasis, and throw a note into my plasma cutter's capacity.
Why not? Can I be quick about it? No.
After we fix the thingy, we head onto the tram where Nicole forgets who she is.
You're not Nicole!
We link up with Ellie and Strauss, and Isaac's distracted by the Ishimura while I'm distracted by Ellie's ponytail.
What's happening?
I don't know. Something must be blocking the track.
Stay here. I'll take a look.
We end up in this room, which is a combination of sneaky lizards and the explodey pod boys. Everything was going well until this happened. Yeah, I don't know how much closer of a call you can have, but my luck's eventually gonna run out. After finally clearing out the lizards, I make my way towards the Guardian, where bro has been on population patrol since I stepped in the room.
Fully turn the corner and see the fucking explosives that I could have used. Man, wouldn't it be really funny if I regretted bringing this explosive barrel in this small elevator with me?
Down the elevator, we go into a hall that is absolutely filled to the brim with explosive boys. Another stop at the store to sell my conductors, and for the first time in the run, I actually buy health. For this part, there's a big fusion tank that you have to explode by throwing barrels at it. I throw the first 2 barrels that it gives you for free down below to help with the second fusion tank, because while you're waiting for the barrels to regenerate, you're being attacked by infinitely spawning tripods. So my strat was to not even fight him. I was gonna freeze him and hyper-focus the tank. That strat seemed to work perfectly, except for the fact that I tried to go up the wrong elevator.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
It felt like I should have been punished for not knowing where to go, but I barely escaped. As we ride the tram, we get a call from Tideman where he tells us we are fucked.
In another situation, I might admire your persistence, Mr. Clark. Looks like it ends here. At this point, it's all just dead weight.
Isaac, what did he mean? What did he mean when he said dead weight?
He's using the solar beam. We gotta stop the transport now.
Oh, shit. He's cut the station in half. There's no track to get across on.
Back us up. Back us up to the station.
What? Why?
Just do it, Ellie. Hurry. The Ishimura. If the gravity tethers are still functional, I can...
You can snag off Sec and drag it back? Isaac, this is ridiculous.
After arguing with Ellie, we make our way into the Ishimura, where ambience and ominous is an understatement.
Listen. I love it, that hum, that Tiki Island hum. I don't know what to call it, dude. It's like that Uncharted Easter Island
Inside the Ishimura's main area, we phone in with Ellie.
Ellie, I'm in. There should still be a computer in the flight lounge. I can check the ship's status from there.
Are you okay? You sound a little nervous.
Last time I was here, things didn't go so well.
Playing Dead Space 1 or the remaster and then playing this part of Dead Space 2 is super cool. It's like playing a different variant of a game you already know the ins and outs of. We get to the classic room from Dead Space 1 and find a bench to throw our power nodes into. You know, little things we can. Our plasma cutter is basically maxed out now in every way at this point. I don't know what that is, but I like the sound it makes. I love these like old engines and old motors just still running. Side note, I really like the tram room in Dead Space 2. The static audio of the voices is super trippy, and I like how it's not all red and markered up yet. It's like just a clean white mess. I don't know, it's hard to describe. After about 10 minutes of not shooting a single bullet, we fight two brutes back to back. He should have just pressed me right then and there when he had the shot. I felt like I was missing it, but I guess I didn't. After taking the brutes out, necromorphs start coming through the vents in front of me and behind me, but with the room being so spacious, it really wasn't an issue. Let's get some lights back here. Hey! Another terminal hack and an elevator takes us upwards towards the engineering deck. We sell at the store again and buy 3 more power nodes. I think at this point, Nicole and the marker were getting to my head because there were times I'd find myself going complete schizo, hearing noises and just sitting around listening or watching for stuff that really was not there after that. I think even that is extra. I hear people on the outside.
And far more disturbing, it reanimates in the presence of a marker signal. The only conclusion we can come to is that the entire Ishimura crew was infected and reconstructed and then fell into a soupy DNA sludge when the Aegis 7 marker was destroyed.
I get to the decontamination room where I throw the final upgrade into my plasma cutter and realize that the only other thing I can spend my nodes on is the pulse rifle and the power node rooms themselves. Plasma cutter upgrade. We literally have everything. We don't want to spend our last one. I almost did a bad. Going through decontamination the first time, I see movement on the other side of the windows, but nothing attacks me. I don't think this next room has infinite spawns, but it sure did seem like it at times, and you can easily get caught off guard if you're not checking in front of you and behind you constantly. That was so weird. There was a little, like, delay on that one. I get to the centrifuge room and totally expect to have to run in a circle to dodge it once I get it powered up when I realize that that's not in this game. Doesn't put us in the vacuum. I like the increased FOV in here. Like, that looks so nice. As soon as we open up the door and head back, Isaac hallucinates getting attacked by your internet's search history. We get back to the decontamination room where this time isn't going to be as chill. After a really smooth fight in the decontamination room, we get to the tram station. Whoa, walking on the wall. Not as smooth as I'd like, but nevertheless, we make our way onto the tram. Oh. Any more, you guys?
How's it going at your end? And please tell me this plan is going to work.
I'm almost there. I'm headed to the bridge now to activate the gravity tethers.
Well, good. They're swarming in through a hole in the medical deck. At least you won't have to go through there.
Unexpected obstruction ahead. Shutting down. Welcome to the medical deck.
We head into the medical deck and fight some enemies that were kind enough to loot themselves. And they looted themselves for me. Like, I just had to stare at them. That was enough. Oh, this is Mercer's room. Or like where he stands in the remake. Bro, I don't fucking trust that for a second. Are you kidding me? Why didn't my camera turn around? At this point, dementia is making its way through the screen into my brain. What the fuck is going on? What, like, am I gonna die?
I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Anytime I would ever see these enhanced leaper guys, I would just immediately stasis them because they have too much health for how fast they move. Right on that guy. Thanks for visual demonstration. I open a power node room and I can't pick up anything because my inventory's full. I spent about 10 minutes walking back and forth picking up everything to sell and turn into nodes and throw onto my pulse rifle. We can sell like all of those. I really like this part of the tram area that's in 0G. I barely avoid getting shot by these lurkers. I hallucinate things I saw in Dead Space 1, and then we get to the bridge area. This bridge area was always iconic to me in the original Dead Space, especially in the remaster. I use the bench in the bridge on my pulse rifle and get extremely lucky a couple moments later. The fact that he didn't shoot at me. Holy shit. I finally get to the captain's nest where I engage the Ishimura's gravity tethers.
Gravity tethers engaged.
You did it! Now get back here, the tracks are moving.
No, just go. I'll use one of the escape pods to meet you there. No, go!
Surprise visit from Nicole before we use the Ishimura's escape pods. Oh god, I'm pretty sure I can die here. After a rough landing, we wake up to a startling video call from Ellie.
It's gonna be okay. I promise. This won't hurt a bit. Broke my heart and hope to die.
Trust!
Stick a needle in your eye.
Trust!
We fight a few more sneaky lizards and some evil babies. Baby hits just rolling down the fucking mountain. After this, Strauss makes it completely clear that he's no longer to be trusted.
Why did you do it, Strauss?
I can't face it. I thought Ellie could.
I'm extremely careful moving forward, making sure not to prematurely set off one of the explodey boys. I also found a power node I've never seen before. Oh, there's a power node in there? That's so cool. I thought I came from that way. I sell some stuff at the store and go all the way back to the beginning to make some more upgrades on the bench. It's here that I realize I have to beat the game in this sitting or die, so I decide to pick up the pace a bit. Pick up the pace here a little bit. Let's just start putting some pep in our stuff, you know what I mean? The mine section of the game is pretty much exclusively the enhanced versions of all of the enemies from here on out to the rest of the game, so I'm definitely starting to feel the difficulty increase. Even as much as I use telekinesis, I find that I'm still using way more ammo than I'd like to. Getting the power working properly, I make my way along until Strauss reveals himself to be a fan of Neversoft.
We've been waiting for you.
You owe me an eye, you bastard!
Your internet search history throws me out into space when I totally forgot how I'm supposed to move these lasers. What do I have to do here? I know I have to move the lasers, but like how? Oh. Hell yeah. I finally get the lasers moved out of the way and start making my way inside past more splody boys. Holy shit. How many of these fuckers are there, bro? Once we get back inside, we get to this room that had a lot more spawns than I thought it would have. I've seen that. I find another power node room that has an item inside that I've been waiting for all game. Oh shit, son. No, we're making room for that. We try to hack this terminal when Strauss totally switches sides on us and forces us to make him obey.
Tell her I didn't mean to do it! Strauss, it's me! See her! It's Isaac! Tell her! Strauss! Step 3! Step 3! Oh god.
Why did you do it, Strauss?
No! Strauss. After failing to take Strauss along the journey with us, Nicole blames Strauss's death on us, and honestly, it is kind of our fault. The mine's elevator was another one of those parts of the game where you're like, yeah, I killed everything, like 5 separate times, and they still just keep spawning. He's still alive? What a guy. I think that this is literally and physically the definition of being pressed. After Isaac simps a little, she totally stops being a bitch and instead starts manipulating us to do the same evil shit that she wants us to do, but with sprinkles of hope for humanity frosted on top.
You are my everything. And if I let you go, I've got nothing left.
Step 4. Acceptance. Now you're ready to finish this.
I immediately go to the store to put on the advanced suit, and dear God, spandex has never looked better. Knowing I bought the last suit in the game that I needed and all the weapons I had were upgraded, I spam bought as much ammo and health as I possibly could. Chapter 12 is one of the chillest chapters in the game. You meet back up with Ellie, tell her you killed Strauss, and she does not give a fuck.
Looks like the mechanic was dragged away before he could finish fixing this.
Strauss is dead, Ellie.
Oh, I'm not sorry about that.
The objective is to get this big-ass drill powered up and running. We need a power brick thing and a circuit board that's on the other side of this little tram that I really like because it feels weirdly fast.
Oh, I like this. Oh, this is the fastest Dead Space elevator in the game. Holy shit. Alright. Kind of like confidence for no reason that I just had. Alright, I think that's all we needed from here.
Great. I think I put-wired the system to bypass the nav cards.
I also find a diamond semiconductor that I've never found before.
It doesn't recognize a new junction.
I think I've got it from up here. What? I didn't hear you.
Nothing. Nothing.
I did it. I got it started. There, there's a lift on the other side. I'll turn around. You can get on.
I love this rare moment where there's a little bit of humor between the two characters. Not easy to pull off in a horror game. I'm not gonna lie, I totally thought Ellie was going to mow over me with the drill here.
Holy shit. Hold on. Hold on. I don't like this at all. What the fuck are you doing, Ellie? What the fuck? Holy shit.
I stand around killing children for way longer than I need to when I realize all I had to do was step on this elevator.
Am I done? What's the deal here?
Okay, I'm on.
Alrighty, let's see what this beast can do.
And he comes! Here's how the drill ride went.
Stop!
Looks like we reached the foundation pylons of the government sector.
So how do we get in there?
Straight ahead. We do have a giant drill.
I'm right on top of this thing, right?
So Ellie drills us into the government sector where somehow a distance of like 15 feet prevents Isaac from just jumping down directly to her.
There's gotta be an elevator or something connecting these floors. I'm gonna try to make my way to you.
Alright, I'll meet you halfway.
Just fucking jump off the ledge. Like, literally, I could do that in real life.
It would hurt my ankles a little bit.
We enter chapter 13, and I'm already thinking about saving, knowing that I haven't saved since chapter 9. So if I died now, it would be extremely demoralizing.
Isaac, there's a gunship docked here.
What? Is it damaged?
Not that I can tell. Isaac, do you hear me? We're gonna make it out of here alive.
One of us is. It's too dangerous for you to stay here, Ellie.
What are you talking about? Just get your ass in here. I'm starting a system check now.
I chose not to save just yet. I don't know why, but I didn't. Here we see Isaac making a based decision that inadvertently pre-orders Ellie as his girlfriend for the future.
Isaac, what are you doing?
Closing hatch.
Oh. Hey, Isaac, what are you doing?
Gunship command override confirmed.
Isaac, what are you doing? Open the door right now.
Emergency launch cycle initiated.
No. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare launch the ship. Isaac.
It's your best chance, Ellie. You got life support, comms. Hey, you gotta be rescued.
You bastard.
I need you to be rescued. I couldn't save Nicole, but I can save you, Ellie. So, bye.
Isaac. Touch me.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Tideman is pissed.
I don't know what Providence protects you, Clark, but it ends here. I have 200 armed security personnel. Every entrance is covered. Even if you do get in, you won't get far.
Little does he know how locked in I am.
And truer words have never been spoken. I haven't died once yet, and knowing that most of the hardest stuff in the game was behind me, I was dialed to 11. Choosing not to save first before this fight was definitely a decision. I hack this terminal genuinely thinking that something is going to attack me, and I assumed correctly. We escape from the military using the most convenient vent for plot development that you'll ever see in the
Oh,
universe.
isn't this vent convenient? Part's actually really cool.
This part, though, is cool.
You compromised the compound, you idiot! If any of them reach the marker, fall back! Fall back to the marker chamber! We have to seal it off!
Going out into the horde we just unleashed, I throw a stasis canister and get extremely lucky that this puker didn't hit me.
Research log 43509. I can't say anything about the formulas from patient 4's last session. You're so clearly ordered they keep playing back in my mind. Once we finally solve this heuristic stabilization problem, we should be able to start growing the layers of the marker from the mineral baths.
I think this is just the smart place to save.
Knowing how cringe dying would be this late into a flawless run, I decide to make my final save of the game, and thank fucking God that I did. This room is straight out of hell. Definitely top 3 worst rooms in the entire game, and I genuinely should have died here.
Talk about the most clenched asshole in ever, you know?
System built into the shielding around the marker test bed should be blocking the signal entirely, but I swear the dementia signal is still getting through. Not a single thing registers on any sensor outside the shield wall.
We see this guy hanging from nothing, go into this power node room, and on our way out we encounter another howler guy that I made short work of. The last sneaky lizard room of the game I'm definitely not excited about. One tries to catch me lacking as I'm switching out the power, but fails. However, I didn't realize that there was a vent right next to me and end up getting distracted by a dude jumping through it for just long enough for a sneaky lizard to tackle me. I take another hit to a puker, and by this point, I'm definitely ready to get the hell out of this room.
What is that? I can feel it in my head.
We're getting closer, Isaac. The marker knows you're here.
I still don't know what to do.
When the time comes, you will.
Fuck. This red room is spooky. If you touch the lasers, you die.
Oh, fuck this room, bro. Can you slow it? No.
Crap. Looks like I have to dodge these lasers to make my way around the other side. This will be fun.
Bro, I thought I was fucking dead right there. Oh my god, I hate this so much, bro.
This red room is not as spooky, but it does have infinitely spawning necromorphs. I tried my best to just run past everything at this part, but they followed me through the door at the last floor, so I had to kill a few. At the bottom, we fight the only enhanced brute in the entire game, and honestly, this fight is easy. I genuinely think that if there was a few more enemies during this brute fight, like some lurkers shooting down from above or some leapers to add some pressure, then I think it would be way scarier of an in-game fight. But Stasis is just truly a get-out-of-jail-free card. I paid a visit to the store again and absolutely balled out on plasma cutter ammo. Some final upgrades at the bench, and up the elevator. I get nervous as this cutscene's playing because I know what comes directly after.
Oh my god. I feel dead.
I knew you were trouble from the start, but they told me you were necessary. That your mind was the purest. I spent years sifting through your demented brain. This is not the way it was supposed to happen.
Well, how was it supposed to happen,
We had it under control. Clark, this is not our fault. We were so close to understanding it. It's all those bodies you let in here. Triggering fucking emergency dead. But we never expected this many bodies.
What the hell is it doing?
What it was made to do. Isaac, you have to make us whole.
You know what that means? Oh god, dude.
Step 1. Crawl inside. Step 2. The screws go tight. All around. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
Follow the light, Isaac. I'll be waiting for you at the mark.
Now, I know I saved my game not too long ago, but technically this is still a one-shot flawless run because I have not died yet. So while my reset might not be as bad if I do die, the satisfaction would not be the same. Now that the eye machine was behind me, I'm not gonna lie, a little fire started within me. I knew if I just locked the fuck in, I could do this.
I don't need a lecture from you, and you know I'm right. Market protocol specifically forbids evacuation in the event of a breach.
It looked like I dodged this hit, but if you go back and watch it, I did take damage from this. For whatever reason, Isaac just didn't get stunned by it. I also got hit twice directly after. Jesus Christ, bro. Some quick thinking on this play, honestly. I'm impressed with myself. Leaving now would be cool. I say fuck it and run past everything into this 0G section, which made me 5 times more nervous as soon as I saw my oxygen timer count.
Entering vacuum.
I fucking really hate this thing.
We make it to the other side and find the last power node room of the game. You know there's going to be some shit that goes down if a store and bench are placed this close together.
The store and the bench, bro, right next to each other. This is it. This is the final fucking showdown right here.
As soon as I open the door to chapter 15, I immediately start getting shit on and start taking damage to an invisible enemy.
Why are... No, we're not doing this. What a start. What a fucking start. What am I getting hit by?
I absolutely hauled ass as fast as I could until I got to this room. I definitely should be dead right now. I only have 2 med packs for the final boss.
I really don't like what we're working with right now.
Researching that marker is worth every life we just lost. I won't let you throw all this away.
Thank you, Isaac. Now, time to die.
What?
Yours is the last body we need to be reborn. The Makers must be absorbed.
The Makers? You mean me? But Strauss said we could destroy the marker.
Not if we consume you first.
God damn it, I trusted you!
My stomach is a void right now. I have 0 heals left. It is now or never. As we watch the credits roll and the world fall apart around us, there's still one more thing preventing me from one-shotting this challenge.
You complete bastard! Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
Full of bad ideas, remember?
Yeah, well, here's another one. I'm crashing through the roof to get you. Now move your ass.
Wait, no, Ellie, it's too late. So clear of the station.
Yeah, well, you don't really have a say this time. Heads up.
That is the smug of victory. I had a ton of fun replaying this old game, and it genuinely holds up so well to this day, honestly. Halloween is coming up, so if you haven't played any of the Dead Space games before, I definitely recommend giving them a try if you like first-person shooters or just a little bit of storytelling. Same, bro. Fucking same. Oh my god, Isaac. Feel your fucking pain now, bro. I'm so happy that that was a one-shot. I should have died so many fucking times.
What?
Her hands were on nothing. GG, dude. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Later.